What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Turbo today. It is the 24th day of November, and here we are sitting at about $0.0015 with 5 hours and 51 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. We're talking about Turbo because not only is it up 12%, that's nice, but really, I didn't realize this on the RSI. You have, I think, triple bullish divergence. You have a low, a higher low, a higher low, and a higher low. That's 1, 2, 3 drives of bullish divergence dating back to this point here on October 10th, which technically implies that you have a date with destiny with this price whenever that divergence exacts itself. It looks like it's going to do that now. And typically, when you go to where your divergence formed, you actually go a little bit through it. So I'm thinking Turbo right now at about 0.00153. Probably moves all the way up to something around 0.0026 to 0.00318, somewhere in the upper areas where you found resistance before, not at the lower areas here. You're likely going to go through this line, so where's the next areas to find resistance? Right there. You're going to see a nice little, anything from a 70 to a 110% pop here. I would assume potentially by the end of this month of November, potentially over the next 5 days, if not certainly sometime in early December, and pushing on past that, absolutely. The expectations for Turbo that we have, at least, are that you will see new all-time highs. You will go all the way up, and this is the low. That's like a double bottom. Look at that. That's actually perfect, man. This is a scam wick. It's not real. Don't treat it as real price action. Nice double bottom. You'd likely go all the way up to about 2.7 cents to 6.2 cents as your next stopping point, which from here, even at a minimum, is about a 17x, 18x. At a maximum, that's closer to about like a 40x, which maybe we don't hit a 40x all in one fell swoop. Maybe we do. But something between there and there, 6.2 and 2.7 cents, I wouldn't be surprised at all. That's where we're likely going to be. If not by the end of January, then sometime in February would be my guess, something like that. It just depends. It depends on where we are by the end of the year, too. If by the end of the year we're not even above these points here, then maybe we won't see this price by the end of January, right? But I think by the end of the year we should at least be back around 0.006, if not higher. I would think by the end of the year we're around 0.0085 to 1.1 cents or higher. That's my expectation. Then going into the end of January, we should be pushing for 2.7 to 3.9, maybe 4 cents, something like that. Potentially higher, and this target will happen at some point, but maybe not all in one fell swoop, right? Move up here, consolidate, do your thing, and then rally, right? Consolidate, do your thing, and then rally, whatever. Very, very high prospects for Turbo. I wouldn't be surprised at all if by the end of the cycle we saw from the current price a 100x or more, even a multi-100x is possible for this thing. You could see as high. I think the highest you could see would be 66 cents. That'd be the highest that I'd give you, is 66 cents. But my personal expectation is Turbo probably does break above 30 cents, which from here is a 200x move or more. So fantastic growth. This is why we talk about Turbo. Weekly time frame here, bouncing off the RSI, the oversold area. You do have lower lows and lower lows there. Stochastics have bullish divergence. The MACD does not, but I mean, maybe technically, I don't know. Is that bullish divergence there? I don't know. The oscillators, yes, but the histogram, maybe not. There's some bullish things going on. You're definitely on the lower end of things with your indicators, and typically, you get at least some type of a reverberation back to the mean. I would think that this is a starting point for much bigger things, taking you to new all-time highs, but at least the starting point to something small, if not something big, right? Like you're going to see some type of growth here in a very short amount of time, and I really wouldn't be surprised at all if by the end of this month of November, we were back above like 0.003. You're at 0.0015 now. Turbo on the short term, looking at the 1 hour time frame here. RSI looks productive, stochastics look productive, and the MACD looks productive too. 4 hour time frame, also very productive, yes. A little bit of bullish divergence there, and you're seeing that move play out right now. So we might find some turbulence soon. Let's just see. From a high to a low. Perhaps we find turbulence around 0.0016. Again, all those targets to the upside, they're going to happen, but it's not just going to be a straight shot. There will be points of resistance, higher lows, right? Maybe you break structure, and then that's still a higher low overall, and you still work your way up. It's not just going to be a straight shot up. Stochastics and the MACD look good. I think they look great. Daily time frame here, bullish divergence, triple bullish divergence on the daily RSI. I really do believe that what you're going to see is and maybe there's some stops along the way intraday, but from here to the end of the month, you're probably going to be moving up to about 0.0025 to 0.0032, somewhere in that area. Yeah. MACD looks sad, to be fair. You had some bullish divergence. You got rid of it. You relinquished it. Stochastics look good. We're just waiting on the MACD to shore up. This should, if we're moving up to the zero line and crossing there, depending on how we move, in December we should see a cross. And the last time we had a daily cross, we had a very nice pump going into that. So there's some bullish things to look forward to. But right now I think we're reset. We're waiting for this bullish divergence on the RSI and the stochastics to play out. And that should take you up to about 0.0024 to 0.0032, somewhere in that range, likely within the next week or two. Okay, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Bullish prospects ahead for Turbo. I got nothing else. Bye-bye.